And welcome to the Australian Lacrosse Network. It is day 3, 2025, Lacrosse Australia Women's and Men's National Championships at the beautiful Footscray Lacrosse Club. It's about 8 degrees here this morning. The breeze has just picked up a little, which is making the air temperature feel a little cooler. But I tell you what, it's heated up in the commentary box, and I'm joined by my mate, Shandell Oliver. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Tone. It's great to be here. Bloody free. Am I allowed to say bloody?
Yeah, you could say that.
Bloody freezing here in Victoria, but so happy to be here to see this incredible game of women's lacrosse this morning.
Well, we're seeing something. Holly Plummer starting for WA. Didn't get much game time last night. Thought she might have been had a little injury there, but good to see her back in the centre. She was very good against South Australia.
Yeah, that goal that BTB Twizzler thing that she did at the end of the first quarter against SA was just next level. So, yeah, good to see her out there.
Up against Takahashi.
Takahashi being good too this week for Queensland.
And there we go, on point. I reckon she'll be fresh. Will Holly Plummer. Ball heads down, and there we go, straight away. That's a 4-touch goal for WA, and Ashton Hiron nails that one in the back of the net.
Yeah, nice team goal there from WA. Just moved the ball quickly down the field and got ahead of the defence and just put it past the foot there of Taylor.
For goal number 1, well, that one took just on 29 seconds, that goal. And Queensland, you know what, they've been doing a great job out here at these national championships. It's always hard when you just, put a team together and you don't have much time to understand some of the players, because there's a couple of players who are, just stepping into this.
Yeah, look, I went to Queensland in March and ran a training camp up there, and to see them actually using some of the strategy that we implemented it's so awesome, and to see what the team they've actually produced has been really good. I saw yesterday in the first quarter against South Australia, it was a 2-3 ball game, so really looking forward to seeing how they go this morning as the ball moves through to Tatlow.
And Tatlow just passing the ball down at the back there as Hooper will kick it back up the top, finds Shannon Mitch. Oh, sorry, that's Rhiannon Panting. Saw the 4, just didn't see the 1. And Rhiannon Panting, she was everywhere last night too, Rhiannon.
Yeah, she's one of those players. She's so reliable at club level, state level, and even international level. She's an excellent lacrosse player.
So hasn't troubled the scorer too many times in this tournament, but she looks to do it now. Good save down there for the Queensland keeper,
Ruby Taylor.
And Taylor gives the outlet straight away. Passes the ball up there to Bella Shannon. Shannon kicks over. Oh, there's Tablizzo. And just gets a little bit physical in front of us.
It does. That's what we're here for.
That's not a good pass though. That's straight up and over the head. And even with the breeze blowing into their faces, that one's going to run out of bounds. Surface is immaculate given the amount of games we've had on this, Shandell.
Beautiful looking turf. And even around the goal circle, still really fresh.
So Hooper with the ball, pushes it forward to Plummer. Plummer passes the ball up there to Carlin Blair. Blair inside, Tatlow. Another good save from the keeper, but turns it over. This could be trouble. Or maybe it won't be. Just a couple of skill errors at the moment from these two sides, and a couple of unforced turnovers early in the match. They want to tighten up on that, Shandell.
Yeah, both teams have got a bit of a fumble. Ball's going to be brought back into play through Hustleman.
So she's changed her hair colour. That's what got me the other day. She was always had dark hair. I remember when she was playing box.
I was going to say, she normally wears a helmet too.
Yeah. And but I had to look twice the other day. I was like, oh, shit. But ball is on the deck and to be won, and it is one there. And that is Jess Pham. Pham just turns on a dime. Ball over to McLeod now. McLeod looking for an option, just drops the ball. Well picked up there by Laura Hulley. Hulley steps inside. Another good save from the keeper. That's 3 big saves.
Yeah, Ruby Taylor on fire this morning. I think for those who don't know, Ruby Taylor's actually West Australian and playing for Queensland this week, so I think she has a lot to play for today, particularly as Gavin Levy is her head coach back in WA.
Oh, hello. So a little bit of, hey, Gav, you should have taken me sort of moment. Oh, we got a card coming here. So card there for Charlotte Thomas. And WA, well, they're going to be up an extra woman for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, actually, this is an interesting thing. I've heard a bit of chat around all different formats of lacrosse, but Tone, what do you think if someone got a major penalty, so a 5 minute, and they were out of the game for 5 minutes?
Yep.
Would you see after the team who's got the advantage getting 3 goals, would you then think it would be good to release a penalty or keep it? I think if a player's got a 5 minute penalty, I think they should have to sit the 5 minutes.
Yep, absolutely. Do the crime, do the time.
Yeah. But other people think it should be released after 3. And
no,
after
you
3
know what?
goals.
Again, you wear the penalty. That's what the penalties are there for.
Yeah.
And really, you're just going to change and don't get them.
Yeah, agree. That's what I think too. That's why
Yep.
if it's a major penalty, you got to sit it.
No, as Fam will try and extract herself out. Nice little try to check there. Tatlow just putting pressure. It's like a mirror, 21 against 12, just back to front there. And ball now comes over to Takahashi. And Queensland, well, they're going to have their first opportunity in attack, but they're going to be a player down here. And will WA look to push this ball? Or will they just sit that extra player back as they are at the moment, with Ashton Hiron just sort of sitting as that double?
Lovely little pick and roll there from Barton.
Barton's been very good in the games to date. She has certainly been one of those ones that has stood up for Queensland, but the ball is about to turn over and coming back the other way. And at pace, as we see Riley McGee, got a couple last night in the game against Victoria. Looked to be a match winner, and that one is another save there from Taylor. That's 4 saves in the first quarter.
Yeah, you think Taylor might have an idea about where these WA girls like to shoot, hey?
Might have seen him at some practices, you think?
Yeah.
And at State League. Ball just getting Fam, just getting a push there. And Jess Fam again. Well, she's been doing a lot of this, trying to get the ball out of the defensive end, and there's some pressure coming now, though, as that penalty has now been released, so they're even. And Charlotte Thomas, who got the penalty, well, she's got the ball in her stick, looks to roll around right, good inside look. But ball hits the deck, and it's coming back the other way, and Claire Ferguson just transfers that ball up the field pretty quickly. Carlin Blair, haven't called Carlin a lot in the games to date, so there'll probably be a few of those players that have maybe not been seeing a great deal of game time, get a bit of game time today.
Hooper waiting at the back, looking to set something up with Tatlow. Tatlow being the general, calling...
when the general talks, no?
You're on again, Tone.
And good to see Erin Mitchell up. She went down last night, and she looked like she got shot.
Yeah, there was some big hits last night.
Well, she went down in this back corner with about a minute to go, and no one near her, just fell, and those innocuous ones we were talking about. And I asked her this morning, I said, how you going? She goes, well, you got my name right from the first game, because they changed numbers on me.
Yes.
But
I had a lot of feedback about that, Tone, and I said it's probably the paperwork that he's got.
Yeah, it absolutely
like
was.
Everyone...
The funny thing is, as Tatlow just wraps one around the keeper there and beats Taylor, and Tatlow gets one. Yeah, I had the paperwork in front of me, and I'm watching, and I just knew who it was.
Yep.
But early in the tournament, I'm looking, going, I'm sure that's Erin.
Yeah, no, I was in your defence, Tone. I said that it's likely that the paperwork is incorrect.
Yeah, and it was, but we're big enough to own those. So she was quite happy that I got her name right last night.
I bet she
But
was.
I'm really happy that she's up and about. She said she got a cramp and couldn't move, and but it looked like she'd done something. So really pleasing. We don't like to see our athletes injured. So WA up 2-1 at the moment.
A clean pick up from the centre draw there by Mitchell.
and that you can see she is certainly running along her eye. Good cut inside to Hooper. Hooper, just a little one fake, drew the keeper out and then found some space behind, and good team goal for WA sees Hooper on the board.
Yeah, they're certainly up and about WA. I know they've had a tough week to date, so they've got a lot to play for, and they really want to show, you know, Australia and the Australian coaches that are here and everyone else what they've got.
So Hooper is on the board. It's 3-0 to WA.
For those playing along at home, I just want everyone to know Tony's wearing ski gloves.
And a beanie.
That's how cold it is.
3 jackets. And I've got another one here. And last night I looked like my nan used to, with another jacket wrapped around my legs when I was commentating with Hayley. As the ball comes inside. It is freezing, Shendell.
It is cold. Ball is transitioned quickly down the field for Queensland.
Reese Jakes with the ball. And she just finds her teammate there. Now over to Aaliyah Barton. And Barton and WA just not putting ultimate pressure on these Queensland team at the moment, but certainly not letting them get in on the cage. As Barton, oh, they're very happy, aren't they? So Aaliyah Barton, Harriet Overend was quite happy to see a flag there,
yeah.
and an 11-metre shot.
Yeah, look, I'm interested to see how they set this up, to see if they're doing what I taught them, but doesn't.
All right,
Well,
here we go.
at
This
this
is all
point-
Shendell.
No, this is not what I taught them.
Here we go. Looks inside, fires, stick side high. That is not what Shendell taught them.
No, that's not the play.
This is not the play you're looking for.
No.
And it's turned over, and as quickly as it is, it's down the other end. Tatlow gets past one, looks to get past to Blizzo, does, fires the ball out the back, but backed up there by Carlin Blair. No damage done on the scoreboard. And Blair will bring the ball in.
I'm loving, though, the Queensland defence. Look at them all looking really big, sticks up in the lane. Calling their numbers.
As Plummer to Hooper. Hooper looks to drive down this right. Oh, good inside to Plummer. And Plummer was out about 40 minutes before this game by herself with a dozen balls, just shooting goals.
Oh, I bet she was.
She was.
And that pass wasn't put to her stick, and she just caught it in front of her face, moved the ball back, put it over the shoulder of Taylor. That was a lovely goal. But also a great look there, that one more pass, that dump pass from Hooper to Plummer to finish that off.
It is. Big shout out to Amanda as well. We know that
Yes.
she is always watching.
I'll watch my phone now and you'll watch a message pop up.
Mandy, I hope it's a lot warmer over there than it is here in WA. It's Holly getting on the board there. It's 4-0 here in the first quarter. We've got just under 30 seconds to go, so are they going to be able to get another quick one here? Ball hits the deck. Millie Doherty picks the ball. No, it's not. It is Plummer that made that ball first. Down to Blair. Blair looks to drive on the left. Cutter comes through. Not there. Rotates the ball out the back there to Tatlow. Tatlow has to Blizzo on her. Hooper looks back to Tatlow. Tatlow looks to get inside. Does. Muscles her way in there. And she will get a push for her trouble. And Chloe Tatlow, limited time on the clock. I know where this one's going.
Yeah, I know what she's going to do.
Whereabouts is she shooting here?
Knee height, non-stick side.
Non-stick side, so knee height off hip.
Yep.
I'm going stick side high top.
Oh.
Oh, you were closer than I was. So, inside, and that wheel doesn't quite, not able to bring it down there was Hooper, and ball trickles out. End of the first quarter, and we've got WA leading 4-0 goal scorers in that quarter. We have Ashton Hiron got the first one, Tatlow, then Hooper, then Plummer, so sharing them around.
Yeah, everyone's getting a touch. It's good to see they're WA really using the whole team and involving everyone in this game so far. A couple of players sitting today. I think it's just player body management, which is fine. But I think, yeah, it's good to see everyone's having a run. Liv Angelov not actually playing this game, but will be playing the full game for the second game that WA play today.
Yeah, I was looking last night. Only she came in the I reckon it was the third quarter for, I'll say, 10 minutes.
Yep.
And it was in that 5-minute down period.
Yes.
Where
way to go in cold, hey?
Way to go in cold, and I said it, but then got taken out again, and Churchwood went back in and replaced. So hopefully Liv's. She's
Wait,
come
did WA
on.
play 5-minute man down again last night?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was only a 2-minute that she was on a 2-minute penalty.
Oh, sorry, we were talking about that actually. We thought Hiron actually got 2 cards last night.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't see the full game because I was flying here.
You were flying, but and that's why I thought it was that 5-minute. I'm still. I didn't see the score sheet, but I was still positive that Ashton got 2 yellow cards last night. Anyway, she only got 2 minutes. We digress.
We do.
But yeah, just hopefully Liv was down in the Australian camp in Adelaide for the last 3 days.
Yes.
So maybe just feeling a little bruised and battered and.
You want to talk about bruised and battered? If you can get a close-up of Riley McGee's legs, I haven't seen anything like it, and she's a field player. She's literally got bruises all down the front and the back of her legs. I don't know how or why. I know that last night someone kind of jumped on her back, a Victorian defender, when she was cutting in towards goals. I think it was in the first quarter.
Yeah. Yep.
But, yeah, if you can get a close-up of Riley's legs, you will see she looks like a goalie or a box player at this point.
Yep. So someone's cross-checking her legs.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely crazy. Actually, here's an interesting little fact for you, Tony. Riley McGee is Ashton Hiron's cousin, and so is Claire and Rachel Ferguson. So there's
so very family.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of cousins playing out here today.
So unlike the one family, it's almost like the family's taken over WA Lacrosse.
Yeah, well, I mean they all play together or against each other from time to time. So
yeah,
it's really cool for them, and I think it's nice that they all get to play together. They're all very close,
and they're all playing in a state team.
that's what I mean. It's so lovely for them.
Good lacrosse breeding, we shall say.
Yes.
As Holly Plummer, well, she's doing where she left off against South Australia, just winning everything out of the centre drawer at the moment.
Hiron just standing in the middle there. Can't leave her. Bella Shanahan's now picked her up.
And they haven't. Oh, tink off the bar. We get one away early. And ball comes straight back into the stick there of Hooper. And comes back around here to Plummer. Hiron up to Mitchell. Mitchell over there to Hooper. Hooper looks to take on her defender. And Reece Jarks trying to stop. Oh, nice inside cut. Oh, tink off the bar. That was the slower ball bounce shot.
Yeah, I don't know what Carla was thinking then. Nearly worked for her.
And it's going to come off here, I think, because coming back to Tatlow, and Tatlow throws that one in the back of the net.
Yeah, I obviously she knows that Ruby knows how Chloe's going to shoot, so popped in a little fake there and then put it over her right shoulder. So nice move there by Tatlow. Stick check now from the umpire, and that is all clear.
And last night we saw 2 sticks thrown out.
Yeah, and I believe it happened in the first game as well.
Nellie Mollison,
yes,
the one
I was
before.
going to say.
Yep. And the funny thing is, the players that actually had the sticks thrown out all scored with a new stick.
Oh, wow, okay.
There's a stat for you.
We're learning everything
Hey?
now. Australian Lacrosse Network, we have got the inside information.
We are watching too much lacrosse.
Never. You can never watch too much lacrosse, Tony. We've just finished the NNL finals. We've just finished NCAA finals, and now we're straight into the Australian National Championships. Yeah.
Yeah. We are glad to be able to bring it to you too. And our broadcast sponsor, the Susafanos Foundation, we thank them for all their efforts for women's lacrosse with the foundation.
Yeah, I believe you had Hayley in the commentary box in my spot last night, Tony.
I did. Hales and I, many years ago, when she was, I'll say, a wee pup. We sort of did a bit of commentary together back in the day. So it was nice to have Hales in the box, and she's very pregnant.
And a great value add for the Susafanos Foundation.
How good is having Ailey here? And
she does a great job for Lacrosse Australia.
And even her little one was in the box with us as well last night.
The pop star.
Oh, that one is up and over as Jux just needs to tweak that stick to throw down a little. It's
Just a bit too much pep on it.
Made stretch a lot there.
You've got Harriet over and she's calling instructions to Claire Sue. She's obviously got something in mind about what she wants to do or who she wants to. Oh, she's trying to tell her to pick up Plummer.
Okay.
And they've got Hooper just standing here in front of, right directly
It
in front of
hasn't
us.
worked because Plummer's by herself in the middle. And there's players
Shannon, yeah.
well open on the outer side as well. So I don't think that one worked. Hully with the ball. Oh, little left, little right. She did a grass monster just that part of the ground. Grass monster's got a few this week already.
McGee with the ball now. You can see those bruises on
Yeah,
her
I can
legs.
now. Now I've just zoomed in on that. Ball up the top, Hully.
Look at McGee just on the crease.
And here comes Plummer, and Plummer, this is where she was shooting from in the warm-up. Looks to shoot. Now she's going to have an opportunity from the 11-metre arc. And I'm suggesting, because she was literally taking one step and shooting.
Yep.
So let's see whether the pre-game warm-up for Holly Plummer.
She's got Hooper and McGee though. Oh, sorry, she's got Tatlow and McGee.
I'm suggesting she's shooting. Just past the post. That was a possession shot, I think.
That was a very slow, that's very unlike Holly. It wasn't very hard.
Wasn't as slow as that bounce shot before that's
No,
just
true.
looped up, hit the bar and come down. Hooper, back to Plummer. Plummer looks like she wants to go again. Plummer, down the bottom to Blair. Blair looks inside, looks to go herself. Oh, great cut there from Hully. And turned over. Oh, Tatlow, she is everywhere, but the ball just can't find the 6x6 at the moment.
There's a hold of time, I think, just because the ball's gone out of play.
Yeah, really. So, in the men's game, they've had balls on the end line.
Yep. But we don't have them for the women's game.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's
It would
interesting.
stop a lot of this.
Yeah.
And it's been, and they've always been looking for balls.
They're just rolling one out now to the player.
It just seems like we're missing something.
Give us equal amount of balls.
I mean, it's not that hard. There's a bench full of them. I can see them over on the scorer's bench as Hooper looks to step in. Oh, I thought she was going to do the old shovel back shot there, but decided against it.
McGee doing a lot of work there, a lot of cutting. She's very dangerous on the crease.
She was my Smokey last night for the MVP.
Yeah, she's a great player, Rylan McGee. She had many, many years off. She moved to Lombok for some time. It took a bunch of years off, maybe 10 off lacrosse. One day I told her to get her shoes on and come play lacrosse with me. She did.
And Hooper
Hasn't looked
scores. Just a nice little cut there.
Yeah, nice. Nice from WA.
Lombok sounds like a great place to be right now.
Yeah, she lived there for a long, yeah, right? Lived there for a long, long time.
So you see here on the replay, you just see a little 1-2 and now a little cut off here. And Hooper just got past her player.
Yeah, used the screen really well to get around the top side.
And she gets her second of the game.
It's handy having this replay in front of us, Tony, like this.
Who would have known that Gilly was looking after us, wasn't he?
And Blake.
I mean, yeah,
The
but
production crew, aren't they great here at Australian Lacrosse Network?
they are. They're good value because I get to sit here and listen to them just be very Aussie and have a go at each other a lot in the sweetest way.
In the kindest way possible.
It is.
As we set up for another centre, we've got about 7 minutes to go here in the second term.
And the number 7 for WA, well, she will flick the ball out, but deemed to be illegal there. So Takahashi, well, she'll take the ball, and they're kicking with the breeze to the right hand of your screen, because that breeze has picked up quite considerably. As the ball is with Barton. Barton looks to roll around Hully. The double comes, but not used there by Doherty. Ball hits the deck. Doherty, she's turned the ball over, and out come WA. Finds Tatlow. There's another one down the field, and it's one-on-one here. She can really attack the cage if she wanted to, but decides to just slow break that.
Looking for
And
something
now-
in the middle.
And Hully looks to draw a foul, and we got a 3-second call there.
You might have seen Holly last year playing for Victoria.
Hmm.
This year, she's moved to Western Australia playing for the Phoenix Lacrosse Club and really embraced the WA life. And here she is playing for Western Australia this year.
And like the Phoenix reborn.
Yeah, like
Yes.
the Phoenix reborn. As she looks to shoot.
Harley, and she gets on the board. And doesn't she like that? The girls get around her.
She's very much a dominant defender, so great to see her putting herself on the stat sheet.
So Harley gets one, and that is her own good work because she turned the ball over down here in the defensive end and managed to start that transition ball, and by the end of it, she's taken a shot from the 11 metre and popped it away.
Living her best life on the lacrosse field.
As the breeze just sort of flicks past the...
That's why I moved my chair back
no,
to it,
that's
because
what
it's
don't
this
worry.
cold.
Smarter than the average bear.
So timeout called by Western Australia. 5 minutes to go, just over 5 minutes to go. 7-0 is the score.
And Queensland get an opportunity to have a conversation. Coach Jess Fear, what's she saying out there to Queensland at the moment? It's been a look. They were always under no apprehension that this was going to be a tough, and it's a learning experience for the girls.
Yep, having worked with Jess, I would say she would actually be instructing them to really focus on setting up their defensive structures and start that communication. I think she would also be saying to them to start working hard for each other in those offensive sets when they're getting the ball down the field, and make sure they're marking up on the transition. That would be my guess.
Well, let's see whether those words of wisdom come to fruition. WA are getting tight in their huddle before they come out. And out they go. As the two respective keepers have to run the furthest here out of the timeouts.
Kate Churchwood hasn't seen a lot of shots today, so... Bit of a quiet day for her. I know she saw quite a few last night.
Hasn't actually had a save yet. We're down the other end. We had 4 in the first term from Taylor. So that scoreline could have blown out a little bit had Taylor not had those 4 big saves. They were good saves too, Taylor.
She's a great young goalie, Ruby Taylor. She's got a lot to offer, and she's going to go very far in the game. She's only 18 years old.
One of the young up-and-coming superstars of this women's competition in Australia.
Did you see there how Rhiannon Panting boxed out her defender, which enabled Holly to pick the ball up there? Nice move by Panting.
And they're those little things that she has been doing in this team while she hasn't been, on the scoreboard or on the... and Hiron just says, you cannot give me that lane because I'm going to take it. And she is a competitor, Ashton Hiron.
Yeah, turns the corner, puts a beautiful goal away.
That is her second of the day. And just like that, 8-0 is the scoreline. But yeah, Rhiannon Panting just does those little 1% things, and they're team things.
Yeah, I say it all the time, Rhiannon Panting. I've coached her for many years. I'm not coaching her this year. But she is the ultimate team player. She works so hard. She's a great leader. She's the captain here in Western Australia. She was the Australian under-19 captain. She is a workhorse. She's a great leader. She does all the work. And then, to see her, box out her defender to make space for her teammate. And these two play midfield together back home anyway, so...
Yeah. And another illegal there on Holly. Holly looking somewhat displeased with that. I don't think, as the ball comes out, pressure to be on. That's off a Queensland stick. And that will go out of bounds. Chloe Tatlow picks the ball up and moves the ball on quickly. Ball out here to Doherty. She's on the march. Brings it down into the attack end. And again, another defender looking to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, absolute speed, Damon. When she turns on the jets, she is so fast.
Panting, opened up in the middle, grabs the ball. Great little fake. And Rhiannon Panting.
There she is.
We were just talking about all those good things she did, and she doesn't get on the scoreboard much, and she's going, well, Tony, how about some of this?
Eat your words.
Yeah, but great work there from Doherty. Just really did fight hard to win that ball in the centre, and just took it down to position behind the cage, which then opened up the field backwards. And panting,
nice.
Beautiful cut inside. Had to do some work with it though to bring it down.
When she does shoot, I tell you, she has got some tricks. Every now and then she'll drop a Twizzler or do something.
Oh, the Twizzler!
Pretty fancy, Riri. There's a bit of a scuffle here.
Yeah, there's a scuffle over here with Hiron and that too. They're just trying to get position. Oh, and that's again Holly Plummer.
And Holly asking what is the...
Yeah. Yeah, so that match up at the moment going the way of Takahashi. But this is where they've struggled because the pressure comes on them straight away, and just like that. And great work there from Plummer. Just knocked it to herself. She's got Tatlow. She puts the jets on, looks over. Good look over to the other side there.
Got no one at X behind goals. Someone, it looks like Tatlow will move back there now. Ball's gone to ground. Shannon trying to pick it up.
Opportunity for Queensland. Gives it back to the keeper in Taylor. Taylor looks for the outlet. Finds Takahashi. Takahashi just passing the ball up and over there to Jakes. Jakes looks forward. This could open up maybe. Oh, that ball's gone through. Keeper comes out. And that one's just going to trickle out of bounds. That will be a WA ball. And Churchwood will bring it back in for WA. So Churchwood moves the ball on there to Ferguson. Ferguson over to Panting. Playing defence, playing offence, playing everywhere. Here's the general, Chloe Tatlow. Just pushing forward to Hully.
Blair cutting through, not on.
Finds McGee. Tatlow, bottom corner.
Look at Tatlow just calling instructions.
The general.
I know, I just think if I was a defender, I'd be having a day with it. I'd be pushing out hard.
Great pick up again from Doherty. She did this last time, got it down, brought it down to X and turned around, and Rhiannon Panting cut through. So is this another one? Panting's up the top here. She's being guarded a little bit better this time by Jess Pham. Oh, Tatlow inside roll, looks up top. Good stick there. Picked up by Hully though. Knocked up to Panting. Panting over there to Doherty. Doherty down the back corner to McGee. McGee to Blair. Blair.
Interesting, Blair's on the right side. She's a dominant lefty. She probably needs to get a switch there with McGee at the back of goal, which they are doing now. There's the exchange.
So Panting, looking to go again. Inside roll, gets on her left. Oh, good shot on the left, but equal good save there from Taylor. And she's got 5 saves for the game now. Taylor out to Pham. Pham looks up and over, just finds Takahashi. And Takahashi looks up, but good stick there from Hully. Ball to be, they just needed to pick that ball up rather than try and flick that.
Ferguson moves it on quickly to Blair.
So Blair kicks it up to Tatlow. The general steps, the general shoots.
That was a great shot from outside, and that's time. Obviously, she was sending it because the shot clock was on.
Well, Taylor had to be on her mark there and got just stick to that. They got the pole on it. And Taylor, she ends up with 6 saves for the half. So
yeah, I think there'll be a few giggles at the end of that game between Taylor and Tatlow.
Yeah, that was a very, very good save there from Taylor. As we just see some replays. Goal scorers for that quarter, well, it was all WA, Shindell.
Yeah, it was a big quarter for them. So what did they get, 5?
Yeah, 5. So Tatlow, well, she got 1 and she's added to her tally. She's now got 2. Hooper got 1 and that's her first. Hully got 1 and that is her first. Hiron, well, she got 1 as well and that gives her 2. And Panting just late gets her first. 5 goals for the quarter. It is a 9-0 lead here. And as we go to the halftime huddle, we might go and hear a word from our broadcast sponsor in the Susafanos Foundation.
Really looking forward to today's session. Let's make sure we're focused, bring your intensity and lots of communication. Vital today. So let's have a great session. Short and sharp. Here we go. Okay, girls, just going to do the monkey in the middle. 1 at each end, 2 in the middle. Catch, take, quick release. Other way. that I love it. Leadership, player well-being. What do we need? How do we get it? Areas that we think we can add to. Okay, Aussies on 3. 1, 2, 3, Aussies!
As the halftime break comes to an end, we saw Queensland just get out of the cold. WA, well, they braved it out there, Shindell.
Yep, tough as nails they are from the west.
And us, we got further back in our marquee just to try and get the wind off us. It is quite a breezy here, which is just bringing the temperature down a little. That is a legal procedure. And again, Holly Plummer just getting... that's 4, I think, now.
Yeah, I'd
and
say so. Oh, and she's just fallen over as well.
Takahashi passes the ball out. But look at the pressure WA are bringing. There is no relief here as Ashton Hiron picks it up on one knee. Nice little outlet there, falling. Hiron looks up, finds Plummer.
She can go one-on-one here if
Plummer
she wants to.
decides that she's not going to, passes it back, didn't quite, just passing backwards off the unbalanced is probably one of those things that's a very difficult skill. Always seems to go to ground when you falling backwards.
Except if you're higher in here when you...
Oh, when you're on one knee. Now she knows what it's like to throw at my height when she's on a knee.
Looks
Higher.
to drive.
Looks inside, nice cut. Tink, tink, tink off the bar it goes. And we have a whistle on the play here. And Hooper will be the recipient of that whistle. Hooper looks to get inside. And Ashton Hiram, well, she looks to put everything in the back of the net and does. And again, just started it here with the pressure in the midfield. Managed to turn that ball over, got the free, and then ends up finishing her own work.
Yeah, she got over here at the midfield, she got her body over the ball and box out her defender, which is then how she got that push in the back. But really nice move here with the box out to start that play, get the ball down the field, and then obviously finish.
And Holly Plummer just running the circuit. Ashton Hiring going in there. Holly's going, I don't know what I have to do.
Making a little change here to the centre to try and get a possession.
Takahashi in there for Queensland.
And Hooper on Shanahan on the other side of the circle. Bella Shanahan from new player to lacrosse from the University of Queensland.
Nice.
They've got a good little team at the University of Queensland, actually.
It is Ashton Hiron. Looks down. Oh, great inside cut and great team goal out of transition from the centre. Sees Carlin Blair on the scoreboard. That was a great little backdoor cut with a player not even looking at Blair then.
Yeah, Blair loves that cut, and obviously being a lefty, right side for her, and loves that shot too. If anyone knows, like I've coached Carlin as well, loves to shoot there.
So Carlin...
which is the last one you got tink off the pipe was the same spot.
Yeah. Nothing like a good tink, tink, tink.
I know, I don't say it like, yeah, tink, 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 I'm boring.
Well, we've also got BTP, but we've seen a couple of them already.
Yeah, it's been some nice.
And we're going to have a check of the stick. It might be undone there, I think. Is it? Just asked to remove as, what has happened here needs another stick, and that stick there will be given up to the official. It looks like it might have broken a string.
Yeah, which means Hiram will start with the ball.
So, Hiram didn't even need to take that one as kicks it over to Plummer. Plummer looks back inside to Hiram. Good save again from Taylor. She's been really good in this game, Ruby Taylor.
Yeah, she has. Nice little 1-2 there from Plummer and Hiram as well. McGee with the ball now at X.
So McGee looks to bring the ball up top centre. Kicks it to Tatlow now. Over to Plummer. Out to Hooper and round we go. So Blair just got the last one up against Husselman. Little flip up. Looks down there to Hiron. Hiron, great inside cut, Hooper. And very difficult to stop that cutting game when those cuts and passes are on point like that.
They're really moving well off ball today, WA. I think in that first game against South Australia, that movement off ball seemed to be lacking for them. And seeing it here today, this is exactly what they need to be doing.
But the perfect feed, wasn't it? She did not have to move her stick.
Yeah.
Right,
hit the stick, hit it on point.
And did not break stride. So all she had to think about is where she was going to place it. And when you're one-on-one with the keeper, you know, they're going to save 1 out of 10 of those balls. Good keepers save 1 out of 10, maybe 2 out of 10. Really difficult to stop when you're on the doorstep knocking on that door. And Hiron back in the centre here up against Barton. Barton with a new stick. So ball, Hiron wins that herself. Tell you what, some of those little checks on cold fingers. Oh, good inside. Look, oh, top shelf.
And did you see the jump shot there from McGee too?
A little bit of air.
Yeah, I just want to watch that one
from
on the
McGee.
replay. Great pick out of the air there by Hiron in the centre as well. One-handed, grabbed it, moved it across the field to Hooper, and then a jump shot from McGee.
Oh, McGee got a couple last night. Gets her first for the day in the third term.
She's so sneaky. Riley is, I don't know if it's because she's little, she's just a sneaky little player.
Well, there's lots of very good sportsmen who are vertically challenged.
Is that right?
Yes.
It's great to see her returning to lacrosse this year. I think she came back late last year, had a baby, and now it's come back. And to see her playing again at this level is just fantastic. And it's just a great showcase of women in sport and mums being able to still play high-performance sport after having kids.
Well, it's something that the men's version of the game don't have to do. While
They don't have to worry, do they?
While the support is certainly there, it's not. Bodies don't go through the same changes.
No.
They don't. And so credit to...
I'm sure Riley's kids are at home watching. She's got Caden, Jaden and Orlando.
Okay, so they're just probably all yelling at the
I
television
would
going,
say
"Go, Mum!"
so. I would say so. Such great kids. She's got twin boys, and they are just
I mean, that's enough.
good fun.
I was going to say that's enough in itself, isn't it?
Good
It's
fun.
enough to make you understand life. Twin boys.
Twin boys.
I grew up in a family with a brother, and I know what we used to do to our mum.
Imagine having two the same age.
Yep, and probably intuitively reading each other's minds.
Yeah.
So Hiron up against Takahashi, back into the centre. As Nikki Voisey sets the centre draw after this timeout, which was charged to Queensland.
Yeah. Panting gone back to defence now for WA.
She won't be there for long.
Yeah, now she's...
She just runs everywhere. Oh, Plummer looks inside. Little one was there to be down and just got a little check on the hand there from Husselman.
Yeah, also lost her angle. She really faded to the back of the goal. And yeah, I feel like she probably needed to go a bit more direct.
Yeah, she looked like she was running almost into an open goal and then did...
Yeah, then faded to the
almost
side.
veered around the 11-metre fan, didn't she? Which lost her angle, popped it up, but she's got the ball back now up against Pham.
There was a great cut there from McGee too, but the ball's moved on to Tatlow.
And ball comes up the top, and Blair is going to have a 3-second call here, is she? On Hesselman. So Husselman, that's the 3-second call. Blair up to Hiron. Great inside look to Hooper, and Hooper just couldn't quite dial in the shot there. That one goes past the right-hand post. But no damage done on the backup as Plummer was down there to do that. As McGee looks to come up right-hand
Plummer
side.
sneaking the
Plummer
corner.
just on the bottom corner, gets crushed, gives it back. Little 1-2, didn't quite come off, but that was really good teamwork there.
There was a nice slide there from Lauren Steele. We can see her moving across the back in front of cage number 24 there for Queensland.
Inside, looking for a cutter, finds Hooper again, and Hooper puts that one top left. Hooper really getting on the scoreboard. That's 4 goals for Hooper now.
Yeah, when Hooper's stick is hot, you can't leave her.
And just 5 goals again this quarter.
At World Championships, Kate Hooper got the nickname Super Hooper the day that Australia played England
Yep.
at the Box World Championships because Australia were 5 goals down, I know, because I was on the
Yeah.
bench for that game. I think we were 5 or 6 goals down. And then scoring started through Emma Green, 2 goals, and then slowly chipped away. And by the end, the commentary were calling her Super Hooper.
So, WA connection there with Green and Hooper.
Yep. It's a club connection as well.
Yeah. And Oliver. I mean, you got to have good coaches.
Got to have good
They don't
coaches.
get enough kudos, do they?
We've got great coaches here actually everywhere. All teams have brought great coaches along this week.
So Overend, well, she gets one out of the centre, but look at the pressure straight away. There's 3 yellow jerseys on her. Gets a little push, and Overend will get the ball back in her stick. Looking for an outlet here, but everywhere she looks, it's a sea of yellow. So Pham.
Yeah, the defenders needed to get ahead of the ball there. They had to see a wall of yellow standing in front. If the
No
defenders-
Plummer, good check. Oh, just deemed to come across the shoulder there. Thought that was pretty good check, to be honest.
Jess Pham is actually a great player. I love watching her play at the MLS Sixers last year.
Yeah, she was really good. So ball comes over to Jakes. Jakes, she knows one way, Jakes, and that is full steam ahead, and I don't care with the pressure I'm getting.
And she's aggressive with the ball. You can see it now. She's not scared. Ball's moved back to X through Sue, but wasn't able to connect on that pass, and now has gone through Doherty. Here she is with the legs. I told her she's just a fast lacrosse
So
player.
an option here. Doherty just keeps going past the commentary box. A little bit of screen time there for Doherty. And the ball over there, another inside look, and Tatlow, good save there from Taylor. That's another big save. So she's up to 8 saves now, Taylor. And Pham comes back the other way, and Churchwood, well, she hasn't had to do too much in the cage.
Yeah, she's had a quiet day in there.
And sometimes you get those as a keeper. Sometimes you get barraged, though.
Yeah. Over and with the ball now, just looking to set something up.
So Overend has Dillingham to her left, but Dillingham just cuts through. So now Pham there. Holly Plummer playing defence there. Hiron looking to push out as Pham cuts through. Little flip up there. Finds Takahashi. Takahashi, she just runs straight into Hooper and then says, "Get out of my way, please." Love the arm. And just love that. She sort of rolled off and she goes,
"I'm ready."
She goes, "Can you get out the way? I'm trying to come through here."
Great footwork there as well from Takahashi. She did a little bit of a stutter step to get that dodge started.
And here is a opportunity for Queensland to get on the board. So looks to get inside, does. Churchwood, there's the first save for Churchwood. 1 from 1 and outlets everywhere here. Look at that. Oh, great pass down the field. There finds Hooper. Hooper, there are yellow shirts everywhere. Good inside cut. And McGee, just a little quick stick. Really good play. But Ashton Hiron, smart lacrosse, saw 2 breaking players, knew that there was no one going to come and puts them in front of them.
Yeah, and I loved how they worked together. We had Hooper and McGee streaming down this side of the field. Hooper went one way, which allowed, then the ball went down to Blair and then allowed McGee to cut inside and opened her up for a quick stick. So really nice movement, very smart lacrosse there from Western Australia.
And a 15-0 scoreline. And the keeper in Churchwood, well, she's saving at 100% at the moment.
For
That's
Kate
all the
Churchwood.
stats will say in this game, isn't it? 1 from 1.
You love that when you're a goalie, though, don't you? You're like,
Well, there's nothing better than a clean sheet as a goalie.
I tell you what, I played 15 minutes of goals for WA at the Box National Championships, and I'm calling a shutout.
Oh, shutout.
I had a shutout. I think it was more like 10 minutes.
I think we're going to have to give you a new nickname. The shutout queen.
Hully now with the ball, back to Hiron.
Oh, great cut, McGee. She loves that quick stick.
Yeah.
Don't see enough of it in men's lacrosse now, the quick stick.
Yeah, they love to shoot from outside.
It's all drop the hands,
Yeah.
low to high, low to mid.
Yeah.
You know, the cutting goal with that quick stick, the keepers have no chance.
Yeah, and she just moves so quickly.
So ball picked up, Jakes passes that ball up to Barton. Barton just runs into Panting. Now she runs into a yellow brick road of lots of yellow jerseys. And ball to be won, and it just falls out to Blair. Blair finds Tatlow. And Tatlow will bring the ball into offense as we see Ashton Hiren coming. Ashton Hiren raced back into defence then and got into the women's fan down the defensive end, and the ball turned over. But that's the work rate that Ashton Hiren's bringing to this WA team.
#1 draft pick for the MLS Sixers, and you can see why. And there she is again.
Nearly found panting, but not able to. Gets a tip off the stick there. That's why it didn't go in the stick. Came off a Queensland stick.
As they chase the ball to the other field.
I still don't understand why we don't have balls on the end line. Every game that I've ever seen these days has balls set up on an end line or a sideline. College lacrosse has it. International lacrosse has it. It's just as the time runs out, and maybe that's an implementation that Lacrosse Australia can bring to the women's game.
Yes. Well, I know the umpires obviously carry the spare ball with them, but I think, to get the play started quicker would be easy to grab one off the back line.
There's not having to wait for a ball to be brought back, and sometimes these things go. You've seen people run out behind the cage and they go almost to the road here at Footscray to pick a ball up to run back to bring it back into play. It's great screen time for the person and showing how their running style
You know what?
is.
It's so annoying when you're that player.
I know.
Someone who plays at X and feeds, having to go and fetch that ball, and you're like, just go slow. Like, it depends on where you're at in the game, but if you know you're up by a few, just go slow to give your team a break.
Yeah.
But if you need to get on the scoreboard, you have to chase that ball down.
And you look like you're doing shuttles at the end of it, and by the time you get back,
you're stuffed.
The lactic's
I
burning.
am that person.
Don't
and then
worry.
I've got no energy to drive.
Well, I did the same Shendell. I was an attacker, and I always found myself backing the ball up, and the amount of times as the first on just had a natural instinct to when the shot was coming, and I had to do the same. Every time it went, and you went, don't go any further, don't go any oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it's in the car park.
Yep. So,
know it well.
Yep.
So what do we got coming up today, Tone? What games have we got?
Well, there's a couple of big games, and tonight is the one that is going to be an absolute cracker at 6:30. Victoria WA, that is going to decide. Victoria almost have booked a place realistically, but if WA get up over Victoria, then it comes down to WA-SA tomorrow to who makes that men's final. In between that, we've got South Australia and Queensland, South Australia and New Zealand today, New South Wales, Western Australia get to play another game, and Victoria against Queensland. So plenty of live lacrosse on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Some of these will be on field too, but everything on field 1 today, well, it's coming your way on the Australian Lacrosse Network, brought to us by our broadcast sponsor, the Susafanos Foundation.
Yes, and Tony and I will be here all day. If you are around, pop in and say hello. We love to meet people. We love to know who's watching. We are open to your feedback.
We love feedback.
Feedback makes us better.
Yep.
But that game at 6:30 tonight, if you're in Victoria, I say get down here. It is going to be huge.
That's it, and you are part of the Australian Lacrosse Network team if you're watching, and you know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work.
It does.
So, ball coming back into the centre. Here we go. Plummer.
She's back in.
She's been back in against Takahashi. And sometimes you just have that with one player, don't you?
Yep.
You can just be dominant, but then a player upsets your mojo. So that's a better one. And Plummer, well, she says, I'll have that, thank you very much. And Takahashi.
She's such a great player. She's played her first under-15 championships when she was 9 years old. I think Ashton Hiren was the same.
So they've played plenty of lacrosse. Actually popped her shoulder, I reckon it was, in the MLS.
Yeah, she did.
And then came back the next day and played. So that's toughness.
Yeah, she's a very tough player. Ball's moving around the top of the fan now for WA.
Hiren looks on the left. Hooper looking to get in on Jarks. Oh, Hiren just steps around again, hustles, and that one just fires to the left of the right-hand pipe, out of bounds, but Tatlow.
I thought Fan might have had the backup there, but Tatlow's bringing the ball back into play. Plummer going wide.
And Blair looks, you cannot leave Hiren like that, because Hiren will do that. That had heat on it.
Yeah, and just passed, just swooshed, like I don't know how to describe it, but could you imagine being poor Ruby Taylor on the cage, just seeing that ball fly past your head like a bullet.
Yep, it's I've, as I said, over the years, done a fair bit with goalies, and they always say the one that just skims their helmet and they can smell the rubber burn, they know that it's got some heat on it. And I reckon Ashton Hiron, if that had been anywhere near Ruby Taylor's helmet, she might have smelt the rubber then. So Hiron gets another one. That is her third for the game. Fourth for the game, sorry, Ashton Hiron. And out to a 16-0 lead here. WA over Queensland.
Just looking at coach of WA, Gav Levy, he's wearing shorts by choice.
Well, we did say they were a special breed, coaches, didn't we?
But yes.
Don't worry, we have one of our production assistants in with us, Blake Billsborough. He's had shorts on for the last 2 days and he's only just put pants on. And you know what, Gen Z, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, same with Gav, Gen Z.
Yeah. In his heart, I'm sure he is. Yeah, I don't know why you would even look at not wearing thermals at the moment. Good back check there, didn't see Hully coming, and ball turns over straight to Hiron. Love that quick outlet.
Yeah,
ball over to Hully.
Lincoln's up, Cousins linking up there, and then
And
we've got Hully and
McGee.
McGee streaming down.
And
They've got extra numbers. They've got
Just goes outside, had another pass there, probably could have used it, and another save from Taylor. Jarks just runs into her player, picks the ball. That's a great pickup. Now she's, I don't know, she's like a magnet. She seems to be finding everyone and fires, and Churchwood, well, she's still 100%. But a push
call
there on Hiron. So Reece Jarks from the 11-metre mark. So 2 saves, 2 shots for Churchwood. Another one might be coming here the way she shot that, Reece Jarks.
okay. It looks like no.
And did get another shot, but that one sails wide. Not even the wind coming towards that end can just swing it back in.
As Fam chases the ball down to bring it back into play. Substitution being made there. I think it's Charlotte
Thomas.
and bringing on Neve Dillingham.
Oh, gets inside here, Fam. Just looks up and turned over. Ball turns over, and here's this. Oh, the
McGee.
grass monster right in front of us. Got McGee.
And she's laughing about it. And so is Ashton Hiron.
Ashton Hiron got the giggle on.
And so are the referees to our right.
So just moving too quickly there. Got to watch that little grass monster's
I know.
hand.
That's the one for a highlight reel, Riley.
That is. So ball up the top to Hully. Down on the back corner. Steps inside and says thank you, but another big save from Taylor.
Yeah, where is she at now?
Oh, I've got her for 11 saves now.
Yeah, great game by Taylor. Riken with the ball, brings the ball out to Dillingham.
Oh, just drops the ball. Under massive pressure there from the yellow shirts of WA. Hustleman comes in there to lend some assistance. And picked up there from Plummer. No, Hustleman. Oh, great extraction from... And that could be a card here. And I think that is going to Carlin Blair.
No, Holly
No,
Plummer.
Holly Plummer. She broke her stick.
No, hang on. Holly Plummer's broken her stick, but who's got the card?
Well, I thought that was Blair that had...
I thought Blair did the swipe and then Plummer's lost the head of her stick.
If the wood chop could chop wood, and it is going
Yeah,
to Carlin Blair. A yellow card for one of those.
Plummer just gets off to switch her stick and Carlin Blair's going to take a seat for 2 minutes, which means Western Australia will be in a man down and Queensland will have a power play opportunity.
And good work there from Hustleman. Really did battle hard on the
got
deck.
in and helped her teammate.
And she loves that box lacrosse too, doesn't she?
She does.
That's amazing. And you could see that there. She didn't mind the
loves
the contact.
to step into the scrum.
And ball is on the ground, picked up there by Takahashi.
Look at the footwork of Takahashi. I love that skip step.
Great defense from Hiron. She is not. She just is like
Relentless.
She's like a fish chasing a lure.
You know what? Sometimes we call her little fish, Fishton.
Oh, really? Well, there you go.
Little fish.
She's like a fish chasing a lure. It's just relentless. And
Oh,
pops one
shot.
away. And Queensland get their first on the board, and the bench erupts. Aaliyah Barton with that one, and she's ruined the goalkeeper's percentages.
Shut out, yeah. So checking that stick.
And
Looks
that
like it's all clear.
Looks like it is all clear. And there we go. Ellie Barton, or Aaliyah Barton, I should say, gets one on the board for Queensland. It is a 16-1 game.
It's a nice goal there. Great opportunity. She saw the lane.
But they were in a power play situation.
Panting coming back to the midfield here for Western Australia now.
So, looking at the shoes there of the Dillingham, I reckon it is in there. She's got one white and one dark shoe.
Yeah, interesting combo.
Either she's left one at home, or maybe they come like that. As a ball is there. I'll tell you an interesting fact. Over in Hong Kong, I bought these Giannis Antetokounmpos in shoes in Sneaker Street.
Yeah.
And one is red and one is white.
Oh, so maybe this is a thing.
This could be a thing, and I've been told never to wear them again by all of my family. But I wore them for Christmas. I thought it was very Christmassy.
Actually, you're spot on. And you know what? For South Australia, they probably should both be red if you're, that's your home state.
Yeah, but I'm impartial.
As Hiron grabs that ball out of the centre. Oh, nice little pass over to Hooper. Grabs it one hand.
Look inside. McGee just fires that one in front of the cage, and ball to be won, and Tatlow will make that first. That is, this surfaces, the ball's been running away, but just into that breeze down there, it might be holding up. Down this other end, the ball might trickle away if it runs off the surface. Great surface, as I said. When I got here on Tuesday and we called for the first time on Wednesday, I thought I should have bought my bowling balls.
Yeah, it's held out really well, particularly with the weather.
As we...
look at McGee cutting again.
She just does not stop. So Tatlow, penalty being released there, so Blair comes back on. And Queensland, well, they utilised that. They were able to get a score on the board. As Panting receives the ball. Down to Hooper. Hooper looking for cutters. Blair looking to cut. Tatlow just rolling out as Panting also. Hiron back up the top. Tatlow. Tatlow looks inside to Hiron. Hiron passes the left-hand tink.
I'm surprised that
I
Hiron
reckon that
didn't
was a
twizzle
save
that
too.
one.
She got a piece of that, Taylor.
Yeah, we'll give her that one.
So 12 saves for Taylor. Outstanding job in the cage, and she might be putting her hand up for an MVP. Not that I'm picking it early, Shendell.
Yeah, that's a good selection.
All right, maybe I am picking it early.
You've called shotgun. So, Jarks, really, in your words, Tony, has been a ball taxi today for Queensland.
She has indeed. Well, Lauren Hunter last night, she
All
was
week.
that.
All week, Lauren Hunter has been moving that ball, through transitioning that ball.
Takahashi looks to get inside. Can Queensland get another one? They're averaging about 2 goals a game at the moment, Queensland, when they're playing these top sides. So that's another save there from Churchwood, but that's pretty much a pass. But look at the outlets here. And McGee, she has numbers here. McGee looks forward, looks at Tatlow, finds Tatlow. Tatlow finds the back of the net. Really good transition ball from WA from a save from Churchwood.
And Tatlow took the ball high and then changed her level, brought the ball low and was able to put it past the feet. If she'd stayed high, Ruby Taylor would have absolutely been able to read that shot. But because she actually changed her level, a really great way to open up space for herself and find the net.
And Tatlow gets her 3rd of the game. And WA, well, they're now 17-1.
Do you know, if we're starting to pick MVPs early.
Yeah, we are.
For me, it's Hiron or McGee.
Hiron or McGee?
Yeah. Because Hiron, both their work rates just do not stop.
They are both exceptional athletes. But I love, ball going red, so...
An illegal body.
Legal body there.
From Plummer.
Oh no. Holly's going, you go back there and take it just a little bit. And Holly has to come behind there. to Blizzo. So Ryken looks up, has not seen Plummer coming from behind. The two sevens come together. The goal scorer there in Barton with the ball. Picked up by Hully, just on the bottom hand, little up check. And good check there from Plummer. Back to Blizzo. To Blizzo, she just dodged herself then. Ball comes out, but flicks back out into her stick, so no damage done. Queensland with another opportunity. Barton. Up against Plummer. Little bounce pass there to Dillingham. The different Shuko just hits the deck there.
Knocks
Gets
Ferguson
Oh,
down.
there's a one-on-one and pops another one away out of nothing there. Charlotte Thomas. And look at the team get around her.
Yeah, they love it. Let's have a look at that one on the replay. So Dillingham moves the ball across. Knocks down Ferguson, goes to goal, and then puts it over the shoulder there, stick side.
And what I love is the Queensland bench have
Erupt.
gone absolutely nuts.
Erupt.
They are. And I said they've been averaging about 2 goals a game against these three
The big three, yeah.
major sides, which is fantastic. And they've just kept that average. So got to be happy with that if you can at least take those positives out of what is a building of their state system. Hooper just too tall that time as Tatlow looks to run the ball down. Finds Blair. We've got about a minute and a half left in this contest in the fourth as Tatlow has to go and chase her own ball. So Tatlow, has she come back yet or has she found somewhere warm out there? Oh no, she has. Tatlow looks to fake inside. Oh, good inside cut from Plummer. Just didn't quite find the stick there from the pass of Tully, but great pressure there. And ball to be won is one. Tatlow picks up, looks inside to Blair, not there, finds Hooper. Hooper looks up. Have a guess who's cutting? McGee.
All day.
So back up the top here. Tatlow looks inside, great there to Hully. Hully just was on her back feet. Good to check there from McGee, but deemed not to be legal. And we'll see Bella
Shanahan with the ball.
and bring it out. So passing the ball down. Reece Jucks has been good today for Queensland.
Yeah, really good. Like I said, just moving that ball in transition. Across to Sarah McLeod.
So McLeod, oh, Plummer.
Straight to the stick of
Well,
Plummer.
she's picking pockets and she's giving it to McGee. And McGee, she's going to go one-on-one with the keeper here. McGee up against Taylor, and McGee, well, she'll win that contest. Great work from Plummer in the centre.
Yeah, just read the ball really well, grabbed it out of the air on the intercept, and gave it to McGee, who was able to get ahead of the defence and put it behind Taylor.
And gets her third of the game. And another one on the board for WA. With time running out here in this fourth quarter, we are definitely into red time here. And 30 seconds, or 32 seconds to be exact on the clock.
It looks like the time
Actually,
is
clock's
also
on the
standing
field,
up, yeah.
actually. So we might be out just slightly.
Plummer trying to grab it one hand out of the air, couldn't grab it. Fan picks it up instead.
And Pham, have they got another opportunity here? Pham up against Hully.
Pham also been very good today for Queensland.
Tries to duck in and under, does get in and under, but this might have worn one a little higher there.
Just Pham's such a consistent player.
So have they got another one in their locker? Pham looks to come round, gets around right, looks and fires. Yes, they do.
Is that a 5-hole?
Jess Pham down in the 5-hole. Well, they're outdoing their averages at the moment here, Queensland.
I just said Jess Pham is a consistent player, and I'm glad she backed me up because she had a little bit of a fumble with the ball, gets it back, and then finishes with a beautiful goal. So let's have a quick look at that.
3 fourth quarter goals for Queensland.
Yeah, nice. So she just rolls around, finds a spot.
Yeah, 5-hole. Just through the legs And now Churchwood, she's going, I had a shutout game with 100% saving, and in the fourth quarter, they've ruined it.
They've changed
So
her percentage.
as the wind just picks up a little bit here down at the Footscray Lacrosse Club, and Hooper looks up. Now, is there another opportunity? A clock's on the field. Hiron picks the ball up, runs it down, finds Tatlow. Tatlow fires and pops it away. That took about 7 seconds, I think, from the time the ball was snapped in the middle to the time Tatlow put it in the cage.
And that's time.
And that is time. So right on the full-time whistle, Chloe Tatlow gets another one. And she ends up with 3 for the day. Chloe Tatlow. Actually 4 for the day, sorry. So, yeah, 4 goals for Tatlow. And great work, though, from Queensland in that last quarter.
Yeah, they certainly turned up that last quarter and found some space behind Churchwood, so disrupted her all 3 goals in that last quarter. So it was actually a 4-3 final quarter in the fourth.
So if they can just get the consistency of their game similar, they will improve.
Yeah, absolutely.
And great job from all the girls. So I might go through some goal scorers. Well, Queensland, it all happened in the fourth quarter, and we had Barton, Thomas, and Jess Pham just finishing one. I thought that might have been the last one of the game.
Yeah, no, WA had something to say about it.
It wasn't to be. And for WA, well, Plummer ended up with 1. We had Hully with 1. We had Panting with 1. We had Blair with 1. And then the major goal scorers, well, McGee had 3. And then we had Hiron, Tatlow, and Hooper, all with 4 goals each.
Yeah, wow, big day for them. That's a group of players with 4 goals.
MVPs.
Look,
I
said
hey,
it before.
the tally's about to start.
I would like to take 2 if I could buy. If I could buy a bonus.
By a Val.
Yeah, I would like to take Hiron or McGee for Western Australia, and for Queensland, I'm actually gonna go. You want Taylor, right?
I want Taylor for
So
Queensland.
I'm gonna go number 22, Reece Jarks.
Reece Jarks, yep, that's a good call. I think
Yeah.
for me that will be.
If I could have a second,
If you could have a second.
I would take Overin, but right now Jarks for me.
So who did you take from WA?
McGee or Hiron.
No, you've only got 1.
McGee.
Oh, now I've got to go. We're about to go over.
Hey, it's always a darn pleasure playing with you guys. We love you. Your MVP is Ashton Hiron.
Yeah, there he is. Just snuck in late before it happened.
Oh, I said it first.
No. So Ashton Hiron getting that one.
Queensland, to start with, it's great to see you here. Great to see you competing. I saw you play last year. The development from last year to this year has been awesome. Keep working hard. There's just massive growth for you guys. Thank you for playing us. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to get out on the field this morning. Your best player today was your goalie, Rudy Taylor.
Oh, 2 from 2, Tone.
Well, I've been here for 2 extra days, Shandell.
I've watched everything online.
I know you have. And you've been messaging as well going, I can't wait to be there. But you are here now. And there's another game about to come up here as the MVPs just get their photos taken. And we've got SA here. They're going to be playing New Zealand, I believe.
Yeah, they're around. They were warming up before.
They're going the other side, aren't they? Sorry. Yeah, we're going to have a different game on this field. Yeah, that was a good game of lacrosse from the WA, running out winners 19-3. We might wrap it up here from the Footscray Lacrosse Club to Sam Voisey up on the camera for the first game. Well, he's down here now rubbing his hands together. And why wouldn't it be? It must be cold up there.
Yeah,
and to Scotty and Blake. Look at that. They're like those 2 in the Muppets. You know, those 2 old blokes. They just sit here and they talk together. No.
They don't like it.
They don't like it. But they're a lot of fun behind us. And Shandell, great to have you here. And we are going to have lots more for the rest of the week. So thank you for being in commentary.
Yes, it's great to be back.
And on behalf of myself, Tony Watts, and the Australian Lacrosse Network, until the sticks are swinging, we'll see you soon.